and gentlemen, here's Amore. The players walk out here on Card Sports Football. Let's transition over to the game. Tottenham taking on West Ham United live here on Couch Sports Football. The players are out here. Tottenham Hotspurs taking on West Ham United live here. Is your half-4 kickoff. The players are out. Tottenham against West Ham. Live here on Couch Sports Football. Let's give you the Tottenham team news. No Antonio Conte today. He's still recovering. It's 3 at the back. 4. Fraser Forster is in goal. No Hugo Lloris is out injured. Christian Romero, Eric Dyer and Clement Longley are your back 3. Emerson Royal, Oliver Skip, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg and Ben Davis is your back midfield 4. And it's Harry Kane leading the line with Richarlison and Kulusevski just in behind. Let's give you the West Ham team news. Lucas Fabianski is in goal. Vladimir Kufalthilo, Kera Agiagbonloho, Agod, and who's that? Emerson. Down, Solchek and Rice. It's not 5-3-2, it's more a 3-5-2. 3-5-3, sorry. Down, Solchek and Rice. With Mikel Antonio and Jared Bowen playing up top. Ariola, Johnson, Cresswell, Skamaka, Fornaz, Lanzini, Ings, Benrahma and Casey are the bench. So Agard did well to get back in. Kera, Solchek, Rice, Bowen and Antonio. Hi Adam Digster, how you doing my brother? Welcome to the stream. Tottenham taking on West Ham United. No Son today. It is Richarlison who has 5 appearances. He's not scored a goal yet for Tottenham in the Premier League. Players getting ready here. No Antonio Conte. He's at home still, being advised by the doctors. West Ham shooting from left to right. Tottenham from right to left. West Ham will start the game here with Bowen. The players take the knee as a reminder. This ongoing fight for discrimination. And West Ham will kick the game off here on the left-hand side. Agard hits the ball high up into the air towards Mikel Antonio. It's over him. It falls to Bowen on the left-hand side. 1-on-1 against the defender, but a handball is given. And Tottenham restart here on the right-hand side. Tottenham 0, West Ham 0. Dyer goes out to Longley here on this. Sorry, into Romero. Romero back to Dyer. Dyer holds onto the ball. Please tell me why Sky Sports coverage is so crap. I need official Prem coverage in this country. Why? What's wrong with Sky Sports coverage? Long ball over the top towards Solchek into the middle towards Bowen, who shot is just wide off the post. Tottenham have a goal kick here on the right side. 1 minute played. You don't like it, but what is it that you don't like? Here we go with Declan Rice on the centre circle. All the way back to the keeper, Fabianski. Harry Kane comes over to apply the pressure. Fabianski with the ball over the top. Downs can't get there and then falls all the way back to Dyer. And Dyer goes back to Forster here on the penalty spot. Forster holds onto the ball and Dyer. You need Peter Drury. Oh, we all love Peter Drury. It's like poetry. It's like poetry. Højbjerg. Backwards to Dyer here in his own box. Holds onto the ball. Goes out to Romero on the right side. Backwards to Dyer on the edge of his box. Feeds it into Longley, who brings the ball forward here for Tottenham. Over the top, but there's no one there. Ogbonna just clears it away. Antonio tries to get the header Dyer, but it falls to Harry Kane on the centre circle. Antonio nicks it off him, and he now brings the ball forward here. He's got Bowen to his right, but he loses the ball there to Kulusevski, and the free kick is given. He only ever does BT every now and again. I don't understand how he doesn't do more games in English football, and how Clive Tilsley, the duo of Clive Tilsley and Ali McCoist, is probably the best duo in British football. 2 minutes into the game, West Ham have a free kick here from a crossing position here in the Tottenham half. Left foot into the box, headed on by Declan Rice. Can Ogbonna get there? He can't. Højbjerg is there, and it goes out for a corner here on that left-hand side. And Højbjerg's claiming for an offside. Nothing given. Let's have a look. Was he offside? Yeah, he was just offside, Ogbonna. Corner on that left-hand side. Declan Rice steps over to take it. 3 minutes into the game. Whipped into the box by Declan Rice, but it's headed away by Romero at the front post. Kulusevski gets the ball here and tries to drive away from Declan Rice. He's brought down. Free kick at Tottenham Hotspurs. How you doing, Clayton? Welcome to the stream. He does them, but only official Premier League coverage. Where do you find official Premier League coverage? He did the Newcastle one. How you doing, Clayton? Welcome back. We have Tottenham taking on West Ham. Romero is on the ground here from that header. He's back up on his feet in other countries. I use VPN. Alright. Let's have a look at this corner here. Romero jumps up for it. Yeah, and I think he just clashes with... Here we go with Skip. Backwards to Longley. Longley all the way back to the keeper. Sorry, to Dyer on the right side. Dyer holds onto the ball here. Over the top. Flicked on by Harry Kane, but can Emerson Royale get there? No, he can't. Emerson does, and it falls to Dyer. Oliver Skip brings the ball under control. He does slip, and Souček takes it off him. Mikel Antonio on the ball. Tries to feed it out wide. Longley is there. And it goes out for a throwing here. A corner down the right side. Four minutes into the game, Tottenham 0, West Ham 0. West Ham have a corner down the right side. Can they create here and get themselves an early goal in this game? Declan Rice and Jared Bowen step over this corner down the right side. Souček is in the box, so is Antonio. Kehrer and again, Rice to take the corner, can't get past the first man. It's cleared away, and it'll fall to Soufal on the centre circle, and he lays it into Emerson. Mikel Antonio down the line, but he can't keep it in play. Goes out for a Tottenham throwing. Emerson Royale steps over to take the throwing. It's 1-1 in England versus Italy. Harry Kane switches it out to the left side towards Davis. Davis bringing the ball forward here. Kehrer is tracking back. Davis with the ball into the box, but Declan Rice is there to clear it away, and it falls to Højbjerg. Out to the left-hand side towards Richarlison. Richarlison holds onto the ball to Davis. You think Guy Mowbray is the best British TV commentator? Nah, I don't think it's Guy Mowbray. I can name you 3 commentators that are better than him. Emerson Royale into the middle finds Højbjerg. Højbjerg on the turn. Backwards to Skip. Over the top towards Davis on the left-hand side. He's bringing the ball forward. Longley. Out to the left-hand side towards Ben Davis. 1-on-1 against Downs, who slips into the path of Oliver Skip, back post, no one. Goes out for a goal kick. 6 minutes played. Tottenham 0, West Ham 0. Darren Fletcher. I've allowed that. I don't know why. I don't know why he stopped that. Darren Fletcher. What's wrong with Fletcher? Or did you spell it Felcher? What is Felcher? I don't even know what Felcher is. No, I'll be honest with you. For me, top commentators, Clive Tilsley, number 1. Peter Drury, number 2. And John Motson, number 3. Tottenham have the ball here on the Shrine side. Don't Google it. Are you being serious? Emerson Royale bringing the ball forward on the centre circle. Drives into the West Ham half. He can't get away from Souček. Can't Declan Rice get the head of Oliver Skip? No, he can't. Harry Kane now has the ball on the centre circle. Into the path of Ben Davis on the left-hand side. Longley makes overlapping run. Davis into the middle towards Richarlison. He turns, switches it out wide towards Kulusevski down that right side, who brings the ball under control. 1-on-1 against Emerson. Left foot into the box. It's headed away by Thilo Kehrer. Harry Kane picks up the loose ball. Davis into Richarlison. Tries to take on the turn, but Souček is there. And it's intercepted by Tottenham. High up the pitch. Kulusevski tries to go down the outside of Souček, and Emerson's there to clear it, but Tottenham win it again, and he's headed into the box by Longley, headed away by Kerr, and it falls to Soufal. You'll be traumatized. Wow. Is it that bad? I want to Google it now. Let me see. What? Maybe don't Google it. Maybe don't Google Felcher, ladies and gentlemen. Dixon, don't do your spell check before you send a message. It's Fletcher, not Felcher. Mikel Antonio loses the ball there to Oliver Skip. Martin Tyler is pish. Nowadays, you're right. Oliver Skip gets a yellow card in the 8th minute of the game. That's a bad booking to receive so early on. I'm on a website that randomly generates football players. It's landed on Aaron Ramsey, but the text says Aaron Ramsdale. Ooh, that's bad. Here we go with, again, Rice into Bowen on the left-hand side. Tries to return the pass to Emerson, but it's intercepted there, and it falls to Højbjerg, and it's now Longley on the ball on the centre circle, bringing it forward here for Tottenham. Goes backwards to Dyer. Dyer on the Shine side. Remember there was a time where every time that Aaron Ramsey scored, someone passed away? Remember that was a thing? Kulusevski goes out wide to Emerson Royale on the touchline, and he goes backwards to Eric Dyer on the Shrine side, bringing the ball forward into the path of Longley. Finds Højbjerg in the middle, turns away from Souček, and it's now Oliver Skip on the centre circle, in between to Kulusevski, lays it into the path of Emerson Royale, bringing the ball forward out to Romero on the right side. World Cup winner Romero, backwards to Oliver Skip. Finds Dyer on the centre circle, out to the left-hand side towards Longley. Longley into Skip. Backwards to Dyer on the centre circle. Over the top to Richarlison, but Kehra's there to clear away. Bowen tries to head it on, but it falls to Longley, and he goes all the way back to Fraser Forster here on the right side. Into the path of Romero. 10 minutes played here. Tottenham 0, West Ham 0. Skip. Højbjerg. Longley on this left-hand side. In between Kulusevski, but it's intercepted. Can Kulusevski keeping it play? Yes, he does down this left-hand side. He's 1-on-1 against this defender, Soufal. Ball points to the box. It's over, and everyone is going to fall to Skip with a shot. And it goes out for a goal kick here on this left-hand side. Dixter, thoughts on the United bid? I'll be honest with you, Dixter. For me, the bid should go to the one who is there for Manchester United, who is there for footballing reasons, and they just want to see Manchester United win and do it fairly. None of these stupid millions, coming in and coming buying. In the first year, if they come in and buy Mbappe, Bellingham, and let's say one of the best defenders in the world. Ooh, Richarlison has the ball in the box here. Harry Kane is there, claims for a handball. Nothing given, is cleared away. So it'll just be the most money. No, I don't think. Obviously, the Glazers wants the most money. Obviously, the Glazers want the most money. That's without a doubt. But for me, it has to be someone who wants to build Manchester United, wants to, reinvest into the stadium, the training facilities, reinvest into the community. It's not just about Manchester United, it's about Manchester as well. Reinvest into the community. Long ball over the top. Davis can't get there. It's cleared away by Agade. Invest in the women's team as well. The women's team need something to work with. Can they invest in them? Make Manchester United a club as a whole, both men and women's game. Someone to work with. Are you ready for the football trivia question yet? Of course, go for it. Let's do football trivia. He's going to the ground, man. That's not a handball. No, that's not a handball. He's going to the ground. Glazes are donuts because of the glazed donut. Wow, Clayton. Digster, you're in the chat. If you're still in the chat, Clayton from YouTube came up with the best one-line joke so far. It is, what do you call a suit? No, what do you call a couch wearing a suit? So Digster, if you're in the chat, what do you call a couch wearing a suit? Here we go with Sufal on the ball on the right side. Goes backwards to Kera. Kera into the middle towards Declan Rice, who takes it on the turn. Out to the right side towards Sofal. Into Antonio, who takes it on the turn. I don't know, what do you call a couch wearing a suit? Digster is called a couch cito. A tuxedo. You can't get it. A tuxedo. Here we go. He dives on the ball backwards to Kara whips the ball into the box towards the back post. Emerson is there, but it's Emerson Royale with the header. And Kulusevski tries to come away with the ball, but it's a clash of players. And West Ham now have the ball here on this left-hand side. Into Downs on this left-hand side. Backwards to Rice. Rice holds onto it. Into Emerson. Backwards. That's the joke of the day. I'm going to be honest with you. That is the joke of the day. I'm going to be posting that on my socials. Without a doubt, the joke of the... That's going to be the joke of the day. That is so bad, it's funny. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Clayton, if you have a TikTok or an Instagram account or a Twitter account, just message me on Twitch or on YouTube. Message me on YouTube. Leave a comment, and I'll tag you in it on socials, because that was brilliant. That one made me laugh. Rice finds Downs in the center of the park, bringing the ball forward here for West Ham United. Lays it into Rice here on this left-hand side. That might be a thing that I do going forward. When we have a joke of the week, that might be something that I do. I have TikTok and Twitter. I'll follow you on both. Go for it. I'll definitely tag you in that joke. Those were brilliant. It's getting a bit aggressive in this game, ladies and gentlemen. 15 minutes played. Tottenham 0, West Ham 0. How are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. West Ham 0, Tottenham 0 at the London Stadium. Long ball over the top, but Romero's there to intercept, and it's Oliver Skip who nearly loses the ball to Rice, but he manages to find a pass to Kulusevski. Backwards to Højbjerg. Into the path of Harry Kane on the right side. Whips the ball into the box. Would you like a question on a past or present football player? Of course, go for it, Clayton. Wrong stadium. Is it not the London Stadium? Is it not the London Stadium? What did I say? corner. Is it called the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium? I always thought it's called the London Stadium. Alright, yes. Wait, is it? Is it just called the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium? Are you being serious? Are you being serious? It's just called the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Wow. At least call it something. At least call it something. Ball down the line, into the path of Bowen, who brings the ball under control. Antonio's free down the left-hand side. Socek is ahead of him. Bowen goes on his own. Socek can't get there. Goes up for a goal kick. Wow. I didn't know it was called the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. New Shite Hart Lane. The new White Hart. New Shite. New Shite Hart Lane. It's called the Nike Stadium. Other than that, it's the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Wow. That is so bad. Harry Kane brings the ball under control. Ogbonna is all over him. Højbjerg is there. He switches it out wide to Emerson Royale, who's free to bring the ball forward into the West Ham half here. 17 and a half in his place. Emerson Royale into Kulusevski. Gets away from again. Gets away from Ogbonna. But he's held up by Socek. Backwards Harry Kane. Takes a shot from distance, but it hits Ogbonna. And Romero comes backwards to die on the Shrine side. Højbjerg on the halfway line. Backwards to Romero. Romero holds onto the ball. Into Harry Kane. Harry Kane tries to flick on. But again is there, and he finds Downs on the left-hand side. Wembley, but not for England. Rice on the ball on the halfway line. Over the top towards Kera on the left-hand side. 18 minutes played. And he lays it into the path of Soufal. Soufal now. Over the top towards Antonio, who tries to flick on, but Dyer is there. Longley can't come away with the ball. Socek wins it out to Soufal down the right side. He's got 3 players to aim for. Whips the ball back post. But Emerson Royale is there to bring the ball under control, and he gets away from Emerson, and he unleashes Kulusevski. Can he get the header right? Yes, he does. But he just holds the ball here. Backwards to Longley. Romero. Romero into Højbjerg. Into the path of Harry Kane. Harry Kane on the halfway line. Richarlison makes a run down the line, but Rice is there to intercept it. Ogbonna finds Downs. And he's brought down by Harry Kane. Free kick. Wembley, but better. Oh, it's definitely a beautiful stadium. This new Tottenham Stadium is considered the best stadium in Europe. Since Tottenham is playing, I will give you a question on Harry Kane. Go for it. Let's see. Not won in 12 games at Tottenham. He's not won 12 games at Tottenham. Romero wins the ball from the header. And it falls to Emerson Royale here on the Shine side. Oliver Skip brings the ball under control, and he now brings the ball forward for for Tottenham. And he's brought down there by Bowen. Free kick. Tottenham on the halfway line. Longley on the Shrine side. Bringing the ball forward. And he goes backwards to Dyer on the centre circle. Oliver Skip now. Backwards to Romero. Romero into Oliver Skip. Backwards to Romero. Romero on the Shrine side. Threads it into Richarlison to Harry Kane. Back to Richarlison, but he couldn't control it. Goes out for a throwing here on the left-hand side for West Ham. 20 minutes played. Tottenham 0, West Ham 0. Intercepted there by Antonio. It falls to Harry Kane, but Emerson's there. And can't keep it in play. Goes out for a throwing. Here we go with Tottenham on the ball with Romero. What American sport did Harry Kane say he would like to try once he retired? American football. I heard that interview. American football. He loves it. He loves American football. Longley on the ball. Into Richarlison. Can he get away from Kerr? Yes, he does. He drives the ball into the box, but Soufal is there, chucking back. And West Ham managed to clear away into Soucek. Antonio is there, but he can't keep the ball, and it falls to Kulusevski. Kulusevski on the right side into Emerson Royale. 1-on-1 against Emerson. Gets himself on the corner of the box. Out wide to Kulusevski. Kulusevski backwards to Højbjerg, backwards, out wide to Kulusevski, back to Højbjerg. They need to get the ball into the box, into Kulusevski, who's in the box here, tries to go around the outside of Agad, and it goes out here for a goal kick on this left-hand side. 22 minutes played. They need to get the ball in the box. Correct answer. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. Emerson's gone down here, holding on to his ankle. Agad is there to take the free kick here on this left-hand side. Hits the ball down the line towards Antonio, who keeps the ball under Dyer, and Bowen is there. Can he get away from Højbjerg? Yes, he does on that left-hand side. Højbjerg snapping at his heels. He tries to put the ball into the box, but it's intercepted, and Antonio can't get the header skip. It falls to Kerr. Here we go with Kerr on the centre circle. Rice on the turn into Downs, back to Rice. First time into Sojek on the turn. Out to the right side towards Soufal. Can he distribute into the box? Yes, he can't. And it goes up for throwing here on the right side. 23 minutes played. Soufal to take the throwing. Backwards to Kera here. Kera into Downs, who finds himself on the edge of the box into Soucek, but it's intercepted there by West Ham, and Harry Kane tries to spin away, but Kera's there, and Declan Rice has the ball on the centre circle. Backwards to Agad. Out to the left-hand side towards Emerson. Emerson backwards to Agad here. Come on, West Ham Scuba Culture there. How you doing, Scuba Culture? Welcome to the stream. It's your boy Adam here, live on Cow Sports Football. Tottenham 0, West Ham 0. Bowen tries to get away from Longley, and he does, but the handball's given. Tottenham restart here on the 24th minute. Scuba Culture, you want West Ham to win Tottenham? A great day so far. Daughter's team won their game 3-1 this morning. Brilliant. Here we go with Dyer. Into Longley on the right side. Longley into Richarlison. Richarlison holds onto the ball. Gets away from Kera. Game in the morning. You support anyone against Spurs? Okay. Davis. Backwards. Dyer. Into Romero on the halfway line. Finds Kulusevski. Again is there for cover. Emerson Royale now on the pole. Into the middle towards Højbjerg. Højbjerg on the centre circle. Turns, looking for a pass. Switches it out to this left-hand side. Towards Davis. 1-1 against Soufal. And Soufal just get a vital touch. It goes out for a West Ham throwing here on the left-hand side. 25 minutes played. Tottenham 0, West Ham 0. Clears the ball down the line. Bowen is there, but he's cleared away. Ogbonna jumps up against Harry Kane, and he's brought down. Free kick, Tottenham on this left-hand side. Yeah, kids play football in the morning, Dixter. You know, Saturday, Sunday morning. No Perisic, no Sessegnon, no Sanchez, no Son in the team today. Let's see what this Tottenham team can do. Long lift, short to Romero. Romero takes it out of his feet into the path of Emerson Royale. Kulusevski down the right side. It was an afternoon thing. No, no, no. On Sundays, on Saturdays, Sundays, there's always football in the morning for young kids anyway. So Falder gets the touch and it goes out for a Tottenham throwing here down the left hand side. Harry Kane takes it quickly into Davis. Davis holds the ball up here, returns it to Harry Kane, but he can't find the pass and it's intercepted. It falls to Emerson Royale. Takes a shot from distance and it's blocked by Bowen. It's a tournament this weekend, so 8 a.m. starts. Wow. Wow. Here we go with Harry Kane on the turn, in between to Richarlison, but it's intercepted there by Karen, and Declan Rice now comes away into Bowen on the centre circle, but Romero is there to win the ball back. Richarlison now into Harry Kane. Kulusevski's free down the right side. 1-on-1 again. The box is packed with West Ham players. Can they find the cross? Kulusevski back post headed away by Souček. And it falls to Davis here on the left hand side, who whips the ball back into the box. Headed away, falls to Kulusevski on the right side. 1-on-1 against the defender. Left foot into the box. Back post is over hit. And it goes out for a goal kick here on the left hand side. Which of Kane's 4 loan clubs did he fail to score? Leicester, Norwich, Millwall, or Leyton Orient? I'll be honest with you, I didn't even know he was at loan at all those 4 teams. I didn't even know he was on loan at all those teams. So I couldn't tell you the answer there. Fabianski with the ball high up into the air towards Souček. Headed away by Davis. It falls to Bowen. I'm not playing football 8 in the morning. Mikel Antonio now on the ball. Backwards to Souček. Over the top towards Bowen. But Longley is there to win the header. Sofal keeps it alive. Davis is headed away. Antonio brings the ball under control. Tries to come away from Richarlison and skip. Souček out wide to Sofal. Sofal tries to feed it down the line, but Davis is there to intercept. And Kera just clears it away into the hands of Fraser Forster down the right side. Emerson Royale now on the ball. How about you guess? You might be right. Let's say Leicester. Indoor, we have 7 a.m. starts. Richarlison now the ball here on the halfway line, bringing it forward. Down to this left-hand side towards Longley. 1-on-1 against Sufal. Whips the ball in towards Harry Kane, but it's over him. And Emerson Royale now comes away from... Emerson comes away from Royale. Yay, having kids. Scuba culture there. The joys of being a parent. Oliver Skip now on the ball. In the UK scuba culture, there's a famous comedian going by the name of Lee Mack. And he always says his joke about kids is that when he was young, he always wanted 3 kids. But then now that he has 2, he doesn't even want 1. You got the closest of the wrong answers. It was Norwich. You know what? I was going to guess between Leicester and Norwich because I know he scored for Millwall and Leyton Orient. No, sorry. I know he scored for Leyton Orient. Was it Millwall? I can't remember. I know he scored for one of them too. So it was just a guess between the other 2. Here we go with Downs backwards to again, who just clears it down the line. Antonio tries to spin away from Dyer, but Dyer was the header. Bowen tries to flick it on, but Longley's there. And it falls to Emerson here down his left-hand side, who brings the ball forward for West Ham. Backwards to Downs. Into the path of Rice. Back to Downs on the centre circle. Back to Rice on the left-hand side. And he lays into the path of Kera. Kera on the centre circle. Out to the right side. 30 minutes played. So far loses the ball. Free kick. West Ham. 30th minute played. How are we all doing in the chat? Where are we all from and who do we support? Are we West Ham fans? Are we Tottenham fans? Are we just fans of football? Looking for a bit. Be back. No problem. 30th minute here. Tottenham 0, West Ham 0. Kera into Rice on the centre circle. Into Downs. Downs goes backwards to again on the halfway line, out to the right side towards Sofal, who gets the header above of Davis. He gets the ball back. Bowen backwards to Antonio into the pass of Bonner, but it's a short pass that allows Kulusevski to come away the ball. Davis now down the line towards Richarlison, but it comes off Sufal and it goes out for a throwing here on the right side. Skip. Romero, 31 minutes played. Into Kulusevski, but he can't control it. Allows West Ham to just win the ball back off him. And it falls to Dyer, and it's Longley now on the ball. Bringing the ball forward here. All the way back to the keeper. Højbjerg on the centre circle. Gets away from the West Ham players, and he holds onto the ball. And he goes, finds a beautiful pass into Oliver Skip, who tries to feed him behind to Kulusevski, but he leaves it to Davis down the left-hand side, across the 6-yard box. And there's no one there but a West Ham player. And it's cleared away. Tottenham have a free throwing down the left-hand side. Longley. Backwards to Dyer. Dyer feeds into Romero here on the right side. Romero on the ball. Bringing the ball forward into the West Ham half. Emerson Royale bringing the ball forward. Backwards to Højbjerg on the centre circle. Out to Romero on the right side. He has Kulusevski to his right. And Harry Kane through the middle, but he goes into Emerson Royale. Emerson Royale has Kulusevski, but he puts the ball into the box. Headed away. Davis just couldn't get there. Can he keep it in play? Yes, he does. He gets away from the defender, whips the ball back post. Is headed away by, again, Kulusevski will try and get there. Souček is there. It falls to Højbjerg. Højbjerg back post towards Emerson Royale. Can he get there? Can he keep it in play? No, he can't. And it goes up for a corner down that right side. Next question will be about a former footballer. Go for it. Go for it. Tottenham 0, West Ham 0 here on Couch Sports Football. Whipped into the box there by Kulusevski. Punched away by Fabianski. It falls to Højbjerg on the edge of the box. And it's now Emerson Royale on the centre circle. Gets away from Bowen. And he lays it into rather Højbjerg down the left-hand side. Højbjerg. Backwards to Emerson Royale. Into Romero. Backwards to Emerson Royale. And he lays it into Longley. Longley turns. Højbjerg. Being held up by Downs. Goes backwards to Longley. Longley into Emerson Royale here on the right side. Into Dyer. Dyer into Skip. And it goes all the way back to the keeper here. Longley now. On the ball. Dyer. Clears the ball down the line into Richarlison, but Bonner's there to intercept. Oliver Skip will come away with the ball. He tries to find Richarlison when he manages to get there, but it's intercepted. Can Downs keep it alive? Yes, he does. But he's brought down, throwing here. Tottenham on the right side. Just over 10 to go. Tottenham 0, West Ham 0 here on Couch Sports Football. Romero now on the halfway line. Threads it in towards Richarlison, but it's intercepted. It returns back to Romero, who brings the ball forward here. Out to Emerson Royale down the right side. He carries on with his run. Emerson Royale holds on to it, goes on the outside of Jared Bowen. He drives with the ball. Can Jared Bowen win it? Yes, he does. And now West Ham come away with the ball. Jared Bowen down the line into Mikel Antonio, but he can't get the head of Dyer. Can Rice get there? Yes, he does, but Dyer's there to just clear it away. And Kulusevski finds Romero. Returns it back to Richarlison, but it's just ahead of him. And West Ham now have the ball here. Soufal on the ball, bringing it forward, driving with the ball in towards Downs, but it's intercepted there by Romero, and it's Harry Kane who comes away with the ball. He's got Skip alongside him, and Skip now has it. Kulusevski to his right, Harry Kane through the middle. He holds onto the ball here, Oliver Skip. Out to Kulusevski down that right side, 1-on-1 against Emerson. Drives central here to the edge of the box. Tries to put the ball in there. It's deflected. It comes back to him. Out wide to Oliver Skip. Backwards to Emerson Royale here. Into the pass of Højbjerg. He turns, gets it out on his right foot, shot into the hands of Fabianski on this left-hand side. 35 minutes played. Gotta go. We'll be back later. No problem, Dixter. I appreciate you coming by. Take it easy. Here we go with Emerson down the left-hand side, bringing the ball forward. Feeds it in towards Bowen, who's brought down. Free kick, West Ham. Romero needs to be careful. He likes doing those little niggly fouls. And 9 times out of 10, they're always yellow cards. Here we go with again. Backwards to Ogbonna. Ogbonna into the path of Kara. Kara holds onto the ball. Floats it over the top. Souček can't get there. Can Bowen get there? No, he can't. Intercepted there by Sufal, but it falls to Oliver Skip. And he goes back to Romero. Longley on the right side, bringing the ball forward here for Tottenham. Into the path of Højbjerg. Back to Longley on the halfway line. Backwards to Højbjerg. All the way back to Dyer on the centre circle. Romero now on the ball. Bringing it forward on the 37th minute. Højbjerg now. Out to the left-hand side towards Longley. Longley holds on to it. Finds Kane. Kane goes backwards to Højbjerg. And Højbjerg finds Harry Kane, who gets away from Downs, and he still holds onto the ball. Tries to feed Richarlison. But it goes out for a goal kick here on the left-hand side. How are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. 37th minute played. Tottenham 0. West Ham 0 here on Couch Sports Football. It's a bit scrappy in this game so far. Neither team really keeping possession of the ball. Skamaka getting warmed up for West Ham. He's not had an opportunity, I'll be honest with you. Sufal gets there ahead of Richarlison and tries to feed it down the line to Antonio. But Dyer's there. And it goes all the way back to the keeper here. Fraser Forster now on the ball. On the 6-yard box into Romero. Romero into Højbjerg. And Højbjerg turns and he now has the ball to bring forward here for Tottenham Hotspurs. Into Harry Kane, who takes it. Can't get away from Emerson, but Emerson Royale is there. Ogbonna wins the ball. Skip goes over the top towards Kulusevski, and again he's there to battle him out, but again wins the ball, and Emerson comes away with it for West Ham, and it's now Ogbonna on the ball. Can't get away from Romero. It's a throwing here. Why do cats always win video games? Because they're cheaters. Because they're cheaters. Emerson to take the throwing here. Oh, because they have 9 lives. Alright. Kara into Sufal. Bringing the ball forward. Feeds it down the line, but it comes off the Tottenham play, sorry. Now goes out for a throw-in because they have 9 lives. 39th minute played. Tottenham 0, West Ham 0. Sufal to take the throwing. Into Downs. Backwards to Sufal. Bringing the ball forward into the Tottenham half. Antonio makes it running behind. Sufal tries to feed it into Antonio, but it falls to Souček. Souček tries with it, but he can't get away from Romero, and it goes out for a corner or a goal kick on the right side. Goes out to a goal kick. I've got some retired Manchester United players with questions. Ryan Giggs, Rooney, Owen, Beckham, Gary Neville. Even though Zlatan hasn't retired, I've included him anyways. Go for it, Clayton. Romero's on the ground here. 40th minute. Sanchez getting warmed up here. Just Romero getting some treatment here on the 40th minute. Just went into a challenge with Souček and he came away worse. He's back up on his feet now, so he has 5 minutes before half time to see if he can carry on. He looks to be walking fine. And he's now back up on his feet. Excuse me, flipping hell, I can't stop yawning. 41 minutes played. Tottenham 0, West Ham 0. Romero back up on his feet. He seems to be jogging just fine. 41 minutes played. Tottenham 0, West Ham 0. Forster with a ball down the line. Headed away. Antonio can't get there. He's brought down. Free kick, West Ham. What is a dog that sneezes? What is a dog that sneezes? I have no idea. What is a dog that sneezes? A chihuahua. Kara comes on for the free kick. High up top towards Emerson. Can Bowen get there ahead of Forster? Yes, he does. Bowen has the ball here. Tries to win the ball into Roxon Solchek, who wins the header, but there's no one there for West Ham. And Tottenham clear it away. Højbjerg's gone down here. Oh, he's out cold here, Højbjerg. He's out cold here. The last thing they want is for Højbjerg to get an injury. Benton goes out for the rest of the season. "42 minutes played. Oh no, it's not Højbjerg, it's Longley. It's Longley that's down. Tell me a joke. What's Michael Owen's favourite flavour of crisp? What is Michael Owen's favourite flavour of crisp? Name as many clubs Zlatan has played for. There are 9 to get. So he's played for Inter Milan and AC Milan. He's played for Barcelona, Manchester United, Paris Saint-Germain. The one in America, I don't know what that's called. LA Galaxy, I think it's called. I couldn't tell you what the other 3 are. Let's see. Manchester United, Barcelona, the 2 Milan clubs, Paris Saint-Germain, LA Galaxy. They must be his Swedish teams. I don't know his Swedish teams that he played for. I don't know what they were called. Yeah, I couldn't tell you what the other ones are, Clayton. So I think I got 6 points out of 9, which is good. I don't know. Cheese and Owen. Michael Owen's favourite flavour of crisp is cheese and Owen. Romero hits the ball high up into the air. Longley is there to win the header. Richarlison gets the better of Solchak, but it falls to Sofal. And he hits it down the line. And the outside flag goes up. 44th minute play. Tottenham 0, West Ham 0. 3 minutes of added time here. I'll be honest with you, it's been a bit of a boring first half, you know. It's been a bit of a boring first half. We know Tottenham come alive in the second half. Kane now has the ball here. Trying to bring it forward. Over the top towards Richarlison. Can he get there ahead of Fabianski? He does. His shot is saved. Oh, he did play for Juventus. I thought he played for Juventus, Clayton, but I was unsure about that. How did I forget about Ajax? How did I forget about Ajax? Should have remembered the Ajax one. And Malmo, that's the one that I wouldn't have guessed. I wouldn't have guessed Malmo. But I should have guessed Ajax. How did I not think of Ajax? That's where he made a name for himself. I would never have guessed the Juventus one. I was unsure whether he had played for Juventus. 46-minute played. We have 1 minute to go in this first half. Tottenham 0, West Ham 0. Ogbonna on the ball. Downs backwards to Kara. Kara heads it into the path of Rice. Can he get the head of Skip? Yes, he does, but it falls to Højbjerg. Tries to feed it into Kulusevski. But Fabianski is there, and he just clears it down the line. Romero on the ball here, on the right side. Bringing it forward. Into the path of Højbjerg. Højbjerg backwards to Romero. Clayton, one for you. This is one for you. Obviously, we have Enzo Fernandez at Chelsea. So it's an Argentinian. Who are the 6 Argentines that have played? Anyone in the chat? Who are the 6 Argentinians that have played for Chelsea? Now it's halftime 0-0. I'm going to take a quick break. And when we come back, let's see if you figured out who the 6 Argentinian players are that have played for Chelsea. Second half coming up here on Cow Sports Football, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing? Did we figure out the 6 Argentinians that played for Chelsea? Veron, Enzo, Fernandez, Higuain, Crespo. So what did he say? Varane, Hernandez, Higuain, and Crespo. The two that you were missing, I'll tell you, one's a keeper, and one's a centre forward. One's a keeper and one's a centre forward. Let me know if you guys can figure it out. Second half coming up here. Let's transition over to the game. A keeper that played for Manchester City as well. Willie Caballero, that's the one. And the other one's a striker. Now I will say that this striker is an older one. Hernan Crespo, yeah. Crespo is one of them. So we've got Veron, we've got Fernandez, we've got Higuain, we've got Crespo, we've got Caballero. Now there's one striker that you're missing. I don't know the player. Antonio now the ball on the right side, feeds it into Rice, who gets away from Longley, and he drives into the Tottenham half. Longley's tracking back. Rice is on his own here on the right side, still drives with the ball. Is he onside? Yes, he is. And it goes out for a goal away back to the keeper, Forster, who just clears it down the line. Kara goes out to Sufal. Backwards to Kara here on the right side. Into the path of Agbon. Let me know if you guys give up, and I'll tell you what his name is. Here we go with Forster high up into the air. Headed away by Longley. It falls to Højbjerg. And it's a free kick. Tottenham. .46-minute played. Dyer now on the ball here on this left-hand side. It's been a bit dire, I'll be honest with you. It's been a bit dire. Gonzalo Higuain. We've already got him, Saud. We've already got him. Someone that played for him in the 1989 season. Also played for Blackburn Rovers. He also played for Wigan. Intercepted by Sufal, high up the pitch. Can he capitalise here for West Ham? Goes out wide towards Downs on the right side. Brings it central. Gets away from Højbjerg. Backwards to Rice on the centre circle. And it comes out to this left-hand side towards Emerson. Emerson on the ball. The guy's name is... I'll tell you what his name is. Oh, as Harry Kane wins the ball here, he's got Kulusevski to his right, 1-on-1 with the keeper, gets away from, again, left foot onto Richarlison. First time shot straight to the hands of the keeper. The guy's name is Franco Di Stefano. Sorry, Franco Di Santo. Franco Di Santo. Sorry, he was born in 1989, so he didn't play in that year. What was I trying to shit about? Franco Di Santo. He played in the 2007-2008. Franco Di Santo, you're right there, Saud. Souček on the ball on the right side. Can't get away from Longe. Goes out for a throwing. Franco Di Santo. I'll be honest with you, I've never heard of him. Sufal. Backwards to Kara. Ogbonna on the ball. How many games did he play? Oof, now you're asking. Let's see. How many games did he play? Franco Di Santo. He made 8 appearances for Chelsea between 2008 and 2010. Then he went on loan to Rovers. He was sold to Wigan. Then he went around a few German clubs, a few Spanish clubs. That's the guy. Franco Di Santo. 49th minute here. Fabianski now to restart the game here on the Shine side. High up into the air. Headed on by Antonio, but it's into the path of Ogbonna. Ogbonna tries to get there, but it's intercepted by Harry Kane. Bowen is there. He's brought down. Game free kick. I don't recognize him. I'll be honest with you, Clayton. I would never have guessed Di Santo. I think I would have got the players you got. Barca legend football players. Come on, guys. Let me hear your Barcelona legend football players. Who are the Barcelona legends? Who do you think of when you say Barcelona legends? Let me know in the chat. Here we go with Rice out wide to Bowen. Bowen finds Downs on the right side. Can he get ahead of Højbjerg? He manages to find the cross into the box, but it goes out for a corner down the right hand side for West Ham United. Here we go with a corner down the right side for West Ham. Bowen steps over to take it, headed away. Goes out for another corner here. 50th minute played. Jared Bowen steps over to take it. Souček lets him know what he wants. Jared Bowen now on that right side. Referee blows his whistle. 50th minute. Tottenham 0, West Ham 0. Jared Bowen with the corner. Heading away near post by Romero, and he goes out for a throwing here on the right side. Souček to take it now for West Ham. Long throwing into the box. Ogbonna is there, headed away by Dyer. Clays for a handball, nothing given. Skip comes away with it. Into the mouth of Kulusevski. Is there a counter here for Tottenham Hotspur? Kulusevski holds the ball, tries to feed in behind Oliver Skip, but Fabianski's off his line and he just clears it down the line. And he'll go out for a Tottenham throwing here on his left-hand side. 51 minutes played. Dyer now on the ball. The Tottenham fans asking for more from this Tottenham side. Højbjerg on the ball on the centre circle. Feeds it backwards to Dyer here on this left-hand side. Out to that left-hand side. It's Romero. Longley into Harry Kane. Højbjerg now on the ball. Out to Harry Kane. Can he get there ahead of Sufal? No, he can't. Sufal's there. He's brought down and it goes all the way back to Ogbonna here on this right side. Lionel Messi, Rivaldo. Bowen manages to find a pass out to the left-hand side towards Antonio. Mikel Antonio now one-on-one against Dyer. He's on his own. He's got 3 players to aim for now. Whipped into the box, but it's headed away. And it falls to Declan Rice. Out to Mikel Antonio down his left-hand side. One-on-one against Dyer. Brings the ball out to the left-hand side. Whips the ball in back post. It's over Sufal. Can he keep it in play? Yes, he does. And it's now Sufal who'll whip a ball into the box. Headed away by Højbjerg. Sufal battles it out against Davis on the left-hand side, and Richarlison takes the ball off him, and he now drives with the ball on the left-hand side. Harry Kane is ahead of him. Kulusevski's on the right side. He finds Kulusevski. Kulusevski takes it in his stride. Emerson Royale makes a rapid run. Again, he's tracking back, so he's Emerson. One-on-one against Kulusevski. Left foot into the box. Back post is towards Harry Kane, but it's overhit. And it goes out for a goal kick here for West Ham United. Carlos Puyol, Andreas Iniesta, Samuel Eto'o, Ronaldinho, Xavi, Johan Cruyff, Deco, David Villa, Ida Gudjohnsen, Dani Alves, Victor Valdez, Julie, Forster into Longley. Longley hits the ball over the top, but it's headed away. Figo falls to Sufal into Antonio. Claims are offside, but nothing given. Goes out wide towards Downs. Downs into the middle towards Rice. Rice looks, puts his heads up and switches it out to the left-hand side towards Emerson. Emerson now one-on-one against Royale. Tries to go around the inside, backwards to Rice. Rice turns away from Skip. Out to the left-hand side towards Aged. Aged holds the ball up backwards to Rice. Into the middle there towards Bowen. Bowen into Emerson. Emerson can't get away from Royale, and it goes out for a throwing here down this left-hand side. Emerson flicks it on. Can Bowen get the header? Romero? No, he can't. Romero now has the ball here. Clears it down the line, and it comes off Bowen, and it goes out for a throwing here down this left-hand side. Tottenham 0, West Ham 0. Emerson Royale to take the throwing. Long throwing. Headed away by Soucek. Emerson Royale will let it go out for another throwing here on this left-hand side. Messi, Neymar, Suarez, Romero. All the way back to the keeper, Fraser Forster here on the 6-yard box into the path of Longley, who now brings the ball forward here for Tottenham. Thiago Silva, did he play for Barcelona? Feeds it in between the lines towards Davis, who gets there into the path of Emerson Royale, and he puts it into the back of the net to make it 1-0. Of all the goal scorers, it's Emerson Royale to make it 1-0 here on Cannes Sports Football. Davis and Emerson Royale link up, and Tottenham are a goal up here. Tottenham Hotspurs 0, West Ham 0 here on Cannes Sports Football. Ben Davis gets on the end of a through pass. That's some FIFA triangle shit. Beautiful ball down the line by Højbjerg into Davis, who's making the running behind. He's onside. He drives with the ball, gets away from the defenders into Emerson Royale, who's one-on-one with the keeper, and he just hits it past him to make it 1-0. Messi, Maradona, Koeman, Cruyff, Alves, Ronaldo, Pep Guardiola, and Sergio Busquets. Yes, Sergio Busquets is definitely a legend of this Barcelona side. Here we go with long lane. Now bringing the ball forward. Davis is free down that left hand side. If he can find him, and he does 1-on-1 against Downs, whips the ball into the box, but it's over here. And it goes out for a goal kick here on the try side. Tottenham 1, West Ham 0. Thiago Alcantara. And with that, they go fourth. If it stays like this, to get themselves into top 4. Long kick out from the back. Headed on by Souček. Antonio can't keep it alive. It falls to Richarlison and is cleared away. And it's Karen on the ball. Heads it on. Sofal is there. PK, yeah, you're right. PK is another one. And it's not Dyer bringing the ball forward. Out to the side towards Emerson Royale. Urged to shoot by the Tottenham fans. Kulusevski now on the ball. Shimmies onto his left foot. Takes a shot and it's straight into the hands of Fabianski. And it falls to Oliver Skip here. But he loses the ball to Antonio. And Skip is there to clear it away. Goes out for a West Ham throwing on the halfway line. How are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. It's Tottenham 1, West Ham 0. Two unlikely people to set up the goal. Davis and Emerson Royale on the score sheet. Emerson backwards to Ogbonna here on the try side. Into Kera. Backwards to Ogbonna. Ogbonna holds onto the ball. Again to Rice. Into the path of Emerson. Emerson finds Bowen. Bowen coming very deep to pick up the ball. Ogbonna backwards to Fabianski, who just clears it down the line. Longley wins the header. Davis into the path of Skip. Skip on the turn. And he goes backwards to Højbjerg here on this left-hand side. Tottenham 1. West Ham 0 on the 60th minute here. I have to go and watch a movie. What are you going to watch? Saud? Rice can't get there ahead of Harry Kane. Bowen picks up the ball on the centre circle, but he loses it to Højbjerg, and it's now Oliver Skip bringing the ball forward. Out to that left-hand side towards Davis. Højbjerg now on the ball. Into Romero on the centre circle. Loses the ball to Antonio, but Antonio brings down Harry Kane, and that's going to be a yellow card. That's going to be a yellow card. A funny movie. All right. He did get the ball though, Antonio. Do you know good funny movies? There's a lot of funny movies. Superbad is a funny movie. Four Lions. That's a funny movie. Anything with Eddie Murphy makes you laugh. Anything with Eddie Murphy makes me laugh. Forster, high up into the air. Ogbonna wins the battle against Kane, but it falls to Højbjerg on the centre circle. Out wide to Longley. Into the path of Dyer here on this left-hand side. Skip. Emerson Royale. Backwards to Skip. Out wide towards Kulusevski. Gets away from. Again, can he get away from Ogbonna? No, he can't. And Ogbonna goes all the way back to the keeper. What the hell's that on the floor? What's that on the floor there? 62 minutes played. Shrek. Oh, Shrek is hilarious. Shrek is hilarious. What's that on the floor there? There's someone on the pitch there. Solchak on the ball now. Out to the left-hand side towards Declan Rice, who brings the ball forward into the path of Solchak. Solchak now in the West Ham half. Out to Rice on the left-hand side, who drives with the ball into the path of Emerson. Can he get there ahead of Emerson Royale? No, he can't. West Ham corner down the left-hand side. 63rd minute played. Tottenham 1, West Ham 0. Whipped into the box by Declan Rice. Back post towards Solchak, but it's headed away. Emerson Royal hits it high up into the air. Cleared away by Davis. And it's Soufal who'll pick the ball up on the halfway line and turns. Bringing the ball forward, switches it over the top to the left-hand side towards again, who flicks it on, but West Ham win the ball back. Bowen is there. And it goes out for a free kick here on this left-hand side. Tottenham 1, West Ham 0, 64 minutes played. Looking at this replay. Romero switches it out to Longley. Downs comes over to cover. And he goes into Richarlison. Richarlison backwards to Davis into the path of Harry Kane on the left-hand side. Harry Kane holds the ball up here. Backwards to Skip. Into the path of Højbjerg. Backwards to Dyer. Out wide here to Romero. Romero on the halfway line. 65th minute played. Romero bringing the ball forward into the West Ham half. Backwards to Skip. And Skip goes into Longley. Backwards to Skip here. Dyer on the centre circle. Threads it into Emerson Royale. First time into Romero. Romero finds himself in the West Ham half, bringing the ball forward towards the box, into the path of Harry Kane. Out wide here to Emerson Royale. Into the path of Kulusevski. 1-on-1 against again. Backwards to Emerson Royale. Back to Kulusevski. 1-2 with Højbjerg. Skip. Emerson Royale into Romero. Romero finds himself on the edge of the box. Into Harry Kane, who takes it in his stride, but Bonner just clears him out. And it falls to Højbjerg now. Out wide here to Emerson Royale. Right foot into the box, but it's blocked by Solchak. Rice back to Emerson, and it's Rice now into Bowen, who takes it on the turn, but he loses it. Rice comes away with it. He's brought down. Free kick. West Ham on the try-in side. '66 minute played. Looks like Son's going to be coming on here for Tottenham. It's going to be Richarlison or Kulusevski. It's going to be Richarlison. Still not scored a goal for Tottenham Hotspur. And it's Son who comes on. 67th minute played. Son coming on for Richarlison. Here we go with Bowen. Feeds the ball over top towards Antonio. Can he get there ahead of Fraser Forster? No, he can't. And Fraser Forster just clears it down the line. Son battling out against Kera. He wins the header, but it's flicked on by Socek. Bowen can't get there. It falls to Sufal over the top, and it's intercepted. So Czech wins the ball back. Sufal hits the ball down the line, but his head is cleared away by Longley. And it's now Romero on the ball here. Romero on the turn. Into the path of Harry Kane, but he loses the ball here to Declan Rice on the halfway line. Feeds it into Emerson. Emerson backwards. So again into Solchak on the centre circle. Has time to turn. Out wide to Kera. Kera bringing the ball forward. Into the path of Antonio, who manages to find the pass, but the referee puts it back for a free kick here. And he's on a yellow card, Antonio. Is that not a second yellow? They normally give a second yellow for that. Well, they normally give a first yellow for that, should I say. That's normally a yellow card. That's normally a yellow card, that. Michael Oliver's bottled on that one. He's bottled on that one. Romero now. Into the path of Skip, who has time to turn. And lays it into Son. Son out wide here towards Kulusevski, who takes it in his stride. Emerson Royale's behind him, but Kulusevski's one-on-one against Emerson, and he gets away from him. Into the path of Son, out wide here to Emerson Royale, one-on-one against Kera. Into the box towards Kulusevski, cuts away from Rice, holds onto the ball backwards to Skip. Skip lays it into the path of Son on the edge of the box here, looking for a shot, but he goes backwards to Longley. Longley takes a shot from distance, but it's blocked by Kera, and Fabianski will gather it in his hands here. 69th minute played. High up top towards Antonio, but he's on his own. You might as well not play. If you're going to play him on his own, you might as well not play Mikel Antonio. 69th minute. Romero. Into Oliver Skip. Emerson Royale now. Out to the right side towards Kulusevski. Kulusevski one-on-one against Emerson. Brings it infield into the path of Son. Back to Skip. Skip goes backwards to Højbjerg, and his first time passing to Longley. Romero now on the turn. Into the middle finds Son, who's in between the lines, bringing the ball forward. Out wide to Kulusevski. One-on-one with defender. Left foot is shot. Højbjerg with a shot from distance, blocked, and it falls to Antonio, but he loses the ball to Emerson Royale. And it's Tottenham now in the 70th minute. Højbjerg. Backwards to Longley. Longley into Højbjerg. No one through the middle, so he switches it out wide to to Romero. Romero now bringing the ball forward. Emerson Royale is free through the middle, but he goes into Harry Kane, but Ogbonna's there, and Romero wins it off him, but it falls to Solchek, and it goes back to Fabianski here on the right side, but the free kick is given West Ham's way. A double substitution here for West Ham. Danny Ings comes on for Mikel Antonio, and Downs has come off here for Ben Rama. Saeed Ben Rama. "71 minutes played here on Couch Sports Football. Can West Ham get themselves back into this game? We'll have to wait and see. 2-0 Tottenham, courtesy of that man, Son. It's intercepted there by Romero, who hits it high up into the air. Bonner battling out against Kane, but he loses it. Kane bringing the ball forward into the path of Son. 1-on-1 with the keeper, and he slots it into the back of the net. And it's 2-0 here on Couch Sports Football. That man Son comes up clutchy and makes it 2-0 and 1 away to get back onto the pitch, get back into scoring form. Young Min Son here makes it 2-0. The Korean fans, the Tottenham fans go berserk in the stadium. 73rd minute play. West Ham are 2 goals down here, but they have a free kick on the 74th minute. Literally on the edge of the box here. Saeed Benrahma and Emerson step over this free kick for West Ham. A goal now just makes the final 15 just a little bit more interesting. I'll be honest with you, West Ham have been shocking, but Antonio's been on his own. You got 3 centre-backs. Why is he not playing with a partner? Kulusevski's lying down behind the wall. 74th minute, Saeed Benrahma and Emerson step over this free kick. A few West Ham players in the wall as well. What can they do from this free kick? The referee blows his whistle. He leaves it to Benrahma. And it goes out for a goal kick here on this left-hand side. 74th minute play. '75th minute play. Tottenham 2, West Ham 0. David Moyes deserves to lose. You set up with 1 striker, you set up with 5 defenders, and you try and you look for an outlet. Who's your outlet? Antonio's on his own. You have Ings on the bench, you have Skamaka on the bench. Why can't you play too high up the pitch? It's pointless. Can Harry Kane get there ahead of a guard? No, he can't. And it comes out to this left-hand side towards Emerson. Emerson now bringing the ball forward on the 75th minute. Backwards to Rice. Rice on the halfway line. Switches it over the top towards Soufal. Soufal heads into the path of Bowen, but it's intercepted. Højbjerg surrounded by West Ham players, but he manages to find a pass to Longley down that left-hand side. Longley over the top towards Harry Kane, but it's over him and it falls to Aged. Aged now into Emerson on the centre circle. Gets away from Kulusevski, finds Benrahma. And it's Benrahma now on the halfway line. Into Solchak, who takes on the turn. Bringing the ball forward. Out to that right side towards Soufal. Soufal whips the ball into the box. Can he find a West Ham player? No, he can't. It's headed away. And Kulusevski now comes away the ball here for Tottenham Hotspurs. Drives with the ball into the West Ham half. Declan Rice and again come over to cover. Kulusevski holds onto the ball. Into the middle, finds Skip. Son's free to his left hand. Emerson Royal. He drives to the edge of the box. He gets into the box. Falls to Davis on the left hand side. Takes a shot, side netting. Looks like Perisic is going to be coming on here for Tottenham. Longley comes off for Perisic. Looks like West Ham are going to be making a double substitution. Fornals and Johnson going to be coming on here for West Ham. Fabianski to restart the game. High up into the air. Souček can't get there. Ings can't flick it on. And it's cleared back. Ogbonna wins the header, but it falls to Højbjerg. He loses it to Sufal. Benrahma can't control the ball, and Perisic is there, but he leaves it to Sufal. He tries to get the pass off, but it comes off the Tottenham player and it goes out for a West Ham throwing here on the right side. Sufal now to take the throwing here on the 78th minute. Tottenham 2, West Ham 0. Goes backwards. Into the path of Ogbonna on the centre circle. Again. Feeds the ball over the top. Bowen can't get there, but he manages to get on the end of it now. Bowen on the right side, tries to go down the outside of Perisic. But Perisic is there. Bowen comes away with it. Drives with the ball into the box. Backwards to Benrahma. And it's behind. 78th minute played. Tottenham 2, West Ham 0. '79th minute played here. 11 minutes of the 90 to go. Tottenham 2, West Ham 0. Højbjerg backwards to Dyer. Dyer on the ball in his own box. Into the path of Son. Son takes it on the turn. Gets away from Kara. And it goes backwards to Dyer. All the way back to Højbjerg. Into the path of Emerson Royal. Flicks it into the path of Son on the centre circle. Bringing the ball forward. Kulusevski to his right. Kane through the middle. Kulusevski bringing the ball forward for Tottenham. It cuts in on his left foot. Cuts back in on his right. Across the 6-yard box. And it's cleared away by Ogbonna. And it goes up for a goal kick here on the right side. '80th minute here. Tottenham 2, West Ham 0. Tottenham have a corner with Ivan Perisic. Gives the signal. Whips the ball into the box, but it's headed away. And it falls to Benrahma, but he loses the ball to Skip here. Out to the right side towards Kulusevski. Into the path of Perisic. 1-on-1 against the defender. Finds Dyer. Backwards to Kulusevski, but it's a misplaced pass. And Benrahma comes away with the ball. And he goes backwards to Rice. Into Emerson. And he can't come away. Goes up for a throwing here. 80th minute. 10 minutes to go. Ogbonna is going to be coming off here for Ben Johnson. Here we go with Rice bringing the ball forward into Johnson, who finds Benrahma first time, but he can't control it. And Romero finds Skip, but the referee pulls it back for a free kick here on the 81st minute, where we have Johnson to take it. Fornals is there. And it's now Rice on the ball here. The referee pulls it back. And it's Declan Rice who will restart here. Is he going to distribute it into the box? Let's see what he does. He floats it out to the right hand side towards Souček, who wins the header, but it goes backwards. Souček gets on the end of it. Davis is there. Souček holds onto it. And he goes backwards to Sufal, who whips the ball into the box. But he can't find the West Ham player. It comes out to Benrahma on this left-hand side. Ben Rama, one-on-one against Skip. Drives to the left-hand side, lays it into the path of Ings. Ings backwards to Aged. And he's brought down. And West Ham carry on with Fornals. Sufal. Out to the shine side towards Bowen. Backwards to Sufal. And he goes all the way back to the keeper. Rice now on the ball. Into the path of Johnson. Johnson on the shine side. Lays it into Solchek. And it's now Johnson on the ball here. Sufal. 83rd minute. Tottenham 2, West Ham 0. And it's what West Ham have deserved, I'll be honest with you. They've not been a threat at all. Rice threads it in between the lines towards Ben Rama. Out to the left-hand side towards Johnson. Johnson cuts it back. Lays it back to Rice. Rice into Ings. Fornals, who takes it on the turn. Over the top towards Bowen, but it's headed away by Longley. Son picks up the loose ball. Surrounded by Fornals, but Son comes away with it. And he now puts his head down. And he tries with the ball like he always does. One-on-one against Rice. He goes on the outside. And Rice gets a touch on it and goes out for a throwing here. '84th minute here. Tottenham 2, West Ham 0. Tottenham go into 4th spot now. West Ham managed to win the ball and it falls to Ings here, who's on the edge of the box. But he can't control it and it goes all the way back to the keeper here. And Tottenham restart here on the 85th minute. Son's back up on his feet here. 7 touches, 2 chances created, 1 goal in this game. Who gets man of the match? Who gets man of the match? I have no idea. Who does get man of the match? Dyer. Davis, maybe. Skip. Back to Højbjerg. Free kick. Tottenham. '85th minute here. Looks like Lucas Moura is going to be coming on. And Saw, I think. Pape Saw. Sufal now to take the throwing here on the Shrine side. Bowen now on the ball. Into the path of Johnson. Johnson feeds it into Ben Rama, who takes on the turn on the halfway line. Johnson's free down the left-hand side, but Ben Rama goes right towards Fornals, and it's intercepted there by Romero, who drives with the ball into the West Ham half. He's got Kane ahead of him, but Declan Rice forces the mistake, and Fornals comes away with it. Rice down the ball. Gets away from Højbjerg into the Tottenham half. Out to the left-hand side towards Ben Rama, who's 1-1 against Emerson Royale. Gets himself into the box, but he loses the ball to Skip. Ben Rama will try and get the end of it, and Emerson Royale is there to win the ball back. And it's Tottenham now on the ball with Romero. Skip. Royale. Misplaced. Rice comes away with it. Falls to Ings. Into the path of Fornals, who gets himself into the box. Ings, right foot, his shot is blocked. And it falls to Højbjerg. And Perisic comes away with it here. Hits the ball down the line into the path of Harry Kane. Can he get there ahead of Aged and Kera? Harry Kane switches it out towards Kulusevski, but Solchek is there. And Kulusevski comes away with it. Emerson Royale now on the ball on the centre circle. But he's going to hit it out of play because someone's down on the ground here. Skip. Backwards to Romero. Into middle there finds Højbjerg on the turn. 87th minute here. Tottenham 2, West Ham 0. Dyer now on the ball. Into Skip. Dyer goes out wide to Davis. Out to the left-hand side towards Perisic. Makes his way back to Davis. And it's now Skip on the ball. Hey Adam, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, Roa FN. Hope you're doing well, my brother. Tottenham 2, West Ham 0 here. Courtesy of a Ben Davis and Emerson Royale link up for the first goal. And a Harry Kane and Son link up for the second one. Perisic just deflects the ball. It falls to Sufal on the right side. Bringing the ball forward into the path of Bowen on the right side. It's nice to see Son on the score sheet again. Yes, he didn't start this game. He was actually benched. He came on in the second half when Tottenham were a goal up and managed to get on the score sheet. Here we go with Ben Rama on the ball on the left-hand side. 1-1 against Emerson Royale. Backwards to Rice. Rice into the box, but there's no one there. Goes out for a goal kick here for Tottenham. And it looks like so Oliver Skip comes off and he played well today, Oliver Skip in the middle of the park. Pape Sarr's coming on. And Lucas Moura's probably going to come on for Kulusevski, I'm assuming. Yeah, Kulusevski and Skip coming off and Sarr and Moura coming on. Where the hell's Lucas Moura been? Has he been injured all this time? Dejan Kulusevski coming off for Lucas Moura with a minute to go. What a fall from grace it's been for Lucas Moura. (2-0) here for Tottenham. Fraser Forster not really challenged. Bowen had an early attempt in the first half. But besides that, he's not really been challenged. I'd love to see what the stats are for how many touches he's had. Let's have a look. Let's see if we can find it. Let's see. Sofa score. Football. Tottenham Hotspurs. Show more. Let's see. So West Ham in this entire game have had one shot on target. One shot on target. There's going to be 4 minutes of added time. They've had one shot on target. Who took that one shot on target? I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you when it was. It wasn't in the first half. It was in the second half. Sufal manages to find a pass out wide towards Bowen. Let's see. Fraser Forster. Fraser Forster. He's had to make one save. Let's see. He's had to make one save. He's had 27 touches. He's only had to make one save in this game. Saves from inside the box. So it's an inside the box shot. I don't even remember it, I'll be honest with you. I do not even remember it. I couldn't even tell you when it was. Bowen is brought down here on this right hand side. So West Ham have a free kick towards the end of the game. Sufal is there. Bowen is still on the ground here. He's struggling to stand up straight. The fans are already making their way home here. Looks like Fornals is going to be taking the free kick here. Fornals now to take the free kick. Right foot into the box. Goes over everyone and Pape Sarr's there. Goes out for a corner down this left hand side. Bowen's still struggling here. He's not walking at all. Rice to take the corner here down his left-hand side. Right foot into the box. Back post is Solchak, but it's headed away. It falls to Bowen, but he's limping here. Sufal can't get away from Perisic. And he's brought down. That's going to be a yellow card, surely. That's the second foul by Perisic in 30 seconds. (92 minutes played. Perisic squares up with Rice. He walks away. Gets a yellow card, Ivan Perisic, for his troubles. 92nd minute. We have 1.5 to go, and now Rice squares up against Højbjerg. Maybe West Ham could have showed this. Maybe West Ham and Rice is going on a one-man tirade against the whole of this Tottenham team, and maybe West Ham could have showed this aggressive attitude in the 90 minutes of the game, and not literally a minute before the game ends. They've been pointless in the whole game. Rice still squaring up against Højbjerg. Rice still squaring up against Højbjerg, and he's squaring up to the ref now as well. Nothing given. He doesn't give anything to the ref. They get a free kick here, West Ham on this right hand side. Whips the ball into the box. Headed away by Davis. Falls to Son on the edge. Can he get away from again? No, he can't. Kerr on the ball. Backwards to Johnson on the centre circle. Out wide to Sufal. Returns it back to Johnson, who has space to bring the ball forward here. Left foot into the left-hand side, but Emerson Royal is there to win the header. And it falls to Rice. Johnson on the turn. Can't get away from Pape Sarr. Backwards to Rice. Rice being held up by Mora. Switches it out to that right side towards Sufal. He can't get the header. Perisic. It goes out for a throwing here for West Ham. Sufal now on the ball. Holds on to it. Backwards to Johnson, who whips the ball first time into the box. Is headed away by Emerson Royal. And it falls to Lucas Moura. And is there a final counter here for Tottenham Hotspurs with Moura into the path of Kane. Kane holds on to it here. And he just drags the foul. And goes out for a Tottenham throwing here on the right side. 94th minute here. Tottenham 2, West Ham 0. Ben Davis is the man of the match. It's the right decision. And that's that. The referee blows for full time here on Cars Sports Football. It's finished. Tottenham 2, West Ham 0. And is that what West Ham have deserved? David Moyes started off this game, 3 centre-backs, 2 supposedly right wing-back, left wing-back, but they were more further back than anyone. He had 3 in the middle with Downs, Rice and Solchek, and then he played Bowen and Mikel Antonio up front. Why is he playing 5 at the back against a Tottenham side who have struggled? You saw what they did against Leicester last week. They struggled in that game, and they struggled for a bit in this game until West Ham didn't do anything. Why can he not play Scamacca with Mikel Antonio? Why can't he play Ings with Mikel Antonio? Why is he so adamant with playing 5 at the back with 3 in the middle who do not push forward? Souček was a bit forward. He didn't really do much in the entire game. Did moments in the first half. Bowen plays out wide. Mikel Antonio is on his own in the middle of the park against 3 centre-backs, whether it's Longley, Dyer or Romero. Why cannot he change his formation? Maybe go 4 at the back, play 5 in the midfield and have someone playing off Mikel Antonio, giving this West Ham side something to work with. What can you work with when you're so defensive? 7 of the 9 players, 7 of the 10 outfield players were defensive players. You have Sufal, you have Kera, you have Ogbonna, again, you have the left back, I can't even remember his name. Souček, Rice. The only attacking players on the pitch are Antonio and Bowen, who are nowhere to be seen. Why can't you just get another player on the pitch and see if a team that wants to press Tottenham, see if you could get them into making mistakes? But it was far too easy for Tottenham, and it's what West Ham deserved. Are they going down, ladies and gentlemen? And if they are, is David Moyes purely to blame? Because the players are trying their bit, but they just can't get the ball forward. And he has attacking players on the bench. You have Fornals, you have Ben Rama, you have Ings, you have Scamacca. Where Can they change the system and see if they can work forward? Tottenham were there for the taking after their defeat against Leicester. And what does David Moyes do? The same thing he always does, and just sits back and plays a defensive approach. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you guys think in the chat. I appreciate every single one of you that has come by to the stream. I love you all. Like I said, the joke of the week is, and it's something that we're going to do going forward, the joke of the week is from that man Clayton, who said, what do you call a couch wearing a suit? And it is a calcito. Sorry, I get it wrong. It's a tuxedo. Tuxedo is the punchline. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll see you on Tuesday where we have Champions League football. I think it's Liverpool against Madrid. Until next time, look after yourself. Stay safe and peace.